Hello and welcome to Star Citizen. Silrace here, and today we are going to talk about some realistic things to get your head out of the clouds. Because you are going to space. You are going to command a wing. And whatever else they told you at the academy, you know, the Space Flight Academy where you graduated out of, to actually be able to do this stuff. Right? They tell you that stuff to get you hyped up, and I mean, if they didn't, they wouldn't get many recruits. But the reality of it is much more scary. You are going into space, into microgravity, it's not zero gravity, it's microgravity, whatever. In one of these tin cans, right? Do you know what it is made of? It's probably not made of tin, I can tell you that. So do you know what it is made of? Do you know that they didn't use second and third rate parts when they built it for you? As soon as the warranty goes away, it will break under you. You know? Do you know if they didn't do that? Huh? Do you know how to fix it when it breaks apart underneath you when you are in the middle of nowhere with no one to even be in the single range of your distress beacon? Do you know how to do that? Having doubts yet? If you are having doubts, then there is still hope for you. So let's talk about space. They did tell you the basics of, you know, don't blow open airlocks for fun. Don't open the doors unless you are in a freaking sealed up suite and tethered to something so you don't, you know, float out of the door. Because, you know, what happens when you get into space, huh? Do you even know that? It's freezing cold for one, but that doesn't actually kill you. It's the fact that the pressure changes are different, so your body will grow exponentially bigger. You will be unconscious in less than 20 seconds. You will be dead in less than 2 minutes. Your lungs will collapse in about 30 seconds. Scared yet? You should be. Because you are going into space in one of these things, and you are going to see this thing here. That's a weapon. People will be shooting at you and you will be shooting at them, right? Someone blows a hole in that thing, you better hope that it doesn't rupture your ship suit. Because if it does rupture your sealed off ship suit, you are kinda screwed, man. Better be ready for all these situations, eh? So, what do you need with you? Well, fire extinguisher would be helpful, for one. Because there might be a fire inside the cockpit at one point or another, and heaven's sake, don't smoke inside the ship. Also, you'll need extra oxygen balls. Always have extra oxygen at hand. Okay, it won't help you if you happen to, you know, have your suit ruptured or you decide to, you know, poke your needles into your arm for certain other things and do that through the suit. Yeah. The oxygen won't help you in that case. However, if you are stranded in middle of nowhere and no one is responding to your distress beacon, you're gonna need that extra oxygen to stay alive, in hopes of someone responding. And with that said, there is no such a thing as abandoning a distress beacon. When you hear a distress beacon, you are gonna go and freaking help. Because there might be one day that you are on the sending end of that distress beacon, hoping that someone comes and picks you up. So don't ever turn away from a distress beacon. Don't ever leave anyone else stranded, because it will happen and it might happen to you. Right, so let's talk about weaponry, eh? Because you are going into space with that thing armed with freaking cannons to destroy your enemies. So remember, it's a living person, and people in the case of bigger ships. Inside those ships you are firing at, right? So when you are firing, either make sure the person is freaking dead by shooting at the cockpit so the pilot is dead, right? Or actually don't do that, which is do the more intelligent thing and destroy their engines and weapon systems, so they are disabled and crippled and cannot harm you, but actually leave them alive, right? Because if you happen to screw it over and you just puncture their ship suit but don't kill the guy, he's gonna die a very nasty death. Do you want that happening to you? Would you rather someone gives you a nice clean death with a plasma cannon to the face instead of, like, you know, poking a needle through your ship suit and leaving you in space, huh? I think you got the point by now. I hope you did. Always respond to distress beacons. Every single time. And be very afraid. Because that's the only way you're going to survive, because you are going to space. Thank you very much for watching.